Good morning guys, welcome to today's video. We are in Poland, Blaine and I.
Hello.
And we're going on an adventure. We're going to get a rental car, we're going to drive through Poland, we're going to find a bunch of cool cars. You're going to watch it with us. We don't know what's going to happen, but that's the best part. Let's go.
What have we got?
Every time we travel, I try and buy a drink that I've never drank before, and so I've got a Red Bull sugar free, so that's the safe one, right? When this one is probably awful. Black Energy Cool Wave.
Taste test.
Come on. Taste test out of 10 for Black Energy Cool Wave. That's alright, that. It tastes a bit like Red Bull mixed with refresher bars.
That's a strange combination.
It's not a bad combination. It wouldn't be one I'd think straight away, but it'll get us through the next 2 hours anyway. At least it's got a kick to it. I'm gonna go with a strong 7 on that. Alright guys, so we have driven 3 hours from picking up the rental car, and we are going somewhere that Blaine and I are very excited to go to because we've never had a chance, we never had a free time to go here before, but we're visiting a guy that we're admirers of. We like this guy, he's a king of style. We're really excited to see his workshop because he's been a huge influence for a lot of people in the car scene, especially on Instagram and on YouTube. We've never actually seen anything in the flesh, so that is what we're doing today, so I'm very excited. Middle of nowhere, but I see some JDM cars. Here we go.
Oh yes.
Straight away into the heavy now. So this is Musk Customs in Poland, and we're going to meet up with Don and have a little chat.
Hey man.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
So this is Don. Good to meet you.
Hello.
So we've been following you for a long time on Instagram, and a lot of what you do is very influential to other people in Europe in terms of style and cars. So we just said we'll come and check out what you got, and you can talk us through maybe some of the cars.
Yeah, I can show everything what I have here now.
Amazing.
This is my kit, but the car is my friend's car.
Oh. So this is the kit that we saw on the internet. It was Ultrace.
Yes.
The other car, and then it's a beautiful body kit.
This car 1 year ago was yellow, and
this is the same car.
this is the same car.
Ah, that makes sense. This spoiler is amazing.
Yeah, it's,
Like-
it's really big, but
Follows the line of the car. There's a lot of wide body E92 body kits, but this was the first one I've seen that follows the lines of the car.
this is the main idea
Yeah.
of my cars, like E46 M3, and this is second big 12-part kit after E46, so I made a progress. For example, here other kits like Pandem here have about 3 centimeters, and that's all. Here you have hole.
Oh, so you still have
Yes.
coverage in it, so it's not like
Yeah.
all the rocks and mud are
Yes,
just going
exactly.
everywhere. Not just a show car, you can drive it.
Yes. Now it's high.
Yeah.
Because I work on it. So,
This is my favorite E92
Thanks,
body kit
man.
because it doesn't look like a body kit. It looks like just a wide body stock car, or something that maybe like a special edition race car, as opposed to just bolting on just an arch here or wherever. This is all smooth and the lines line up all the way through.
yeah.
I think my favourite part of this kit is the fact that you've raised the centre point of the arch on a normal car. It's
This is higher, if I remember right, about 6 centimeters. So car didn't stay like this.
Yeah, like a rake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is show car, but for next season it won't be just a show car.
So this is going to drift? It's going to be like sort of a track car?
Maybe a track car
Yeah.
for Nürburgring or something like this.
So it's so cool. And you guys, you've got a Dodge Ram, just, you know, you kind of like a mix of everything. JDM, American,
This is
European.
my father's
This
car.
is your well, we have a phrase in English: apples don't fall far from the tree.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
obviously your dad is into cars too.
We have the same here.
Well, show us around. This is the car that I would have first noticed who you were on Instagram, was this E46, because it looked incredible.
Yeah, it looks like abandoned now, but I don't have time for my cars. So.
You've too much other things to be doing.
Yes, and This is the old version of this kit, and now I have upgraded version, but still don't have time to put it on my car. Yes.
Well, you see, if you make parts, you're the last person.
Yes.
You've got to work on everybody else's parts and cars.
This parts is now just put it like this because every kit for E46, before I send to my customer, I take these parts off and try to fit on my car.
Oh, so you test fit the parts?
Yes, because if everything works okay, then I can send it.
Now,
But
take note, other aero kit companies,
customer
because we
service.
have a lot of aero kits that definitely no one did that before we got them, and you're like, you don't know what car it's. You're like, this can't be for this car, but you actually test fit all the kits.
yeah, but this is why my car looks like a
So
shit.
this is the mule, the
Yeah.
mule for all of this. It's really nice. Look at the
Here
rim.
we have, as you can see, the biggest problem is to have full angle,
Yeah,
and these pipes from
for the supercharger.
yes.
I was about to say, because your rim is here. I mean, this is crazy that your tire is just here. It's so low, and then you're right beside all of these. This is the OG E46. This is the one that everyone sort of saw originally, because it was rare at the time for an E46 to be a good drift car and look good, because they were either so high,
Yeah.
because the drift cars were all really
We have
high.
the same problem in Poland.
Yeah, but you went super low, stance almost show fitment, but still had it as a drift car. So this car is a proper drift car. This is E46 supercharged. What sort of power?
Now it's 700 horsepower on E85.
So just going to put that in perspective, people. 700 horsepower and this kind of fitment, which is incredible. And I can't ignore that there's also,
This is my brother's.
this is a
S14.
beautiful car. So this is a Zenki S14. Just, yeah, on the
I can
VSKF.
show you something
Beautiful.
here. It's beautiful too.
Oh wow.
This is a proper car.
It has 500 horsepower.
It's got the clear cam covers. This is a proper drift
Yes.
build. Proper drift build.
The engine is ready for about 800, but brother don't want so much power because of the tires
Yeah.
and problems.
Because he's still
much more power, more problems.
more
Yes.
braking, which is the
Yeah.
way it is, and then he's running street tires, so it's hard to put the grip down if you've got too much.
No, it has
He's on semi-slicks?
Yeah.
He did not get that kind of fitment on semi-slicks. He did.
Uh,
Wow. 265 semi-slicks.
12-inch and 8-inch lip.
8-inch lip. This is a beautiful car. It looks great. It's low, shotgun exhaust, 326 spoiler. It's all very, very nice.
It looks good, but drives good too.
Yeah, that's the thing. We run a lot of events, and we always kind of preach style, because drifting, as much as everyone wants to drift, it's nice to have a good looking car too, that if you see the photos or the videos, it looks good.
This is the most important for us and all the next level guys.
Yes, it's all about being low.
Yeah.
So in Poland, in case people don't know, in next level events, there's actually a rule that you have to have the car low, right? You
Yes.
can't arrive to a track day with the car high. They just don't. You have to lower it,
Yes.
which is such a good rule, to be honest. Got some JDM stuff as well. This is a 434
There's a daily.
automatic works.
Yeah.
They're a big car, right? They're a very big car.
Perfect for a daily.
Perfect for a daily.
This is my girl's
S13.
Yes.
Wow.
It's
Still an auto?
100% stock.
So stock auto, is it CA or SR?
SR.
SR, so stock automatic SR.
Yes.
Very nice. These are rare now.
Yeah.
Very rare in stock form.
And she has R32. Not ready yet.
It's being built.
Yeah. We will have it soon, but it's built since 4 years.
So I'm getting this right. You have a ton of cars. Your dad has a Dodge Ram. Your brother has an S14 drift car, and your girlfriend has an R34 and two PS13s.
No, one
S13
R32.
and one R32. Oh, even better. That's not normal, by the way, to have this many people. Usually there's one guy trying to justify everything to his family. Your family is all involved in it, which is awesome. You got the IS?
Yeah, this was my brother's car 2 years ago, but about 2 weeks ago I bought it back.
Okay.
And now it's mine.
And now it's yours again. You
Yeah.
couldn't let it go.
Oh wow.
So this is static fitment.
Yes.
And it's driven on the road.
Yes.
Like this. This is what we're learning, people. This is amazing. It goes to show how they can look very well if they're done with the right fitment and the right wheels. And moving over to this 240SX. So is this a
This is
US car?
US car, but it's something hard to explain because me and my friends decided to put this car 1 year ago. Looks like this.
Looks like a shell.
Yeah, barrel shell, but this is a totally rusty shell. This was the main idea, to build something looking cool from the scratch.
Okay, so it's supposed to be rough,
Yeah.
kind of rough with
And
style.
here, the idea starts from this engine because I saw it on Facebook Marketplace really cheap. So I write to my friends, can we do this? And they said, okay.
So this is a cheap,
This is
fun
the
car,
cheapest,
like a hot rod or a rat rod.
yeah,
style.
yeah.
Like
So-
it's something that is not perfect, but it's
yeah,
given new life.
mismatch panels and something like this.
It looks cool though, to be fair.
And so now we have 17 on front, 18 on rears, and semi-slicks on rear. The idea was to put a lot of expensive parts in the most shitty chassis. Because as you can see, we have Ganadors
Are they
here.
genuine Ganadors?
Yeah.
So you have genuine Ganadors, VSKFs, on a 240SX US car, essentially, which left-hand drive, and then you have a BMW engine. None of it makes sense, but it doesn't have to, because
Yeah,
it's interesting. It's
Yeah,
interesting to
because
look at.
This was idea.
Fitment is amazing on the back.
Yeah.
This will be a kind of track car, or
I don't know. It's,
yeah, just a fun car to have.
something like monument here.
Yeah.
It's,
Just something to look cool.
yeah.
It does look cool, and it looks great. Like, I know it's not perfect, but the style is really nice on the car, full stop. So I really like this. I like this. You know, it's like years ago I used to look at some cars from the US and they would be rough, but they would look so much cooler than a clean car in Europe because they were stanced and they had a like crack in the bumper and stitched up.
And this was the idea
Yeah.
of this
Yeah.
car.
Almost like it's a survivor car.
Yeah, and one of my favorite parts in this car, it's this.
Yeah.
This was from my Civic, which I have about 15 years ago.
Wow, so you recycled it back in.
Yes, with indigo gauges.
Amazing. So it's got a little bit of history from the parts, the wheels, everything. Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
You have what we call the sickness for building cars all the time. You can't stop.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is the car you guys built for Hert, right? When you came
Yeah.
over.
Hert drive this car 2 times.
Broke everything.
Yeah, but
It's Hert. That's what he does.
But I have this car about 15 years now,
15 years.
and still it has the same engine from the beginning.
Well, yeah, it's used. It's been used. So this is the style, obviously, for you guys is that you obviously go very low, and you're running great fitment, so you have to run them super hard.
Now
It doesn't move. It's static. But look, because you would think with this kind of fitment, the minute you hit something, it's just going to come straight through the fender because of the travel. But there's no travel really.
On the rear, it's not a problem. Problem is always on the front.
This is like very good fitment on the front. I can't get over how little movement there is on the back, because you would think it wouldn't work, but obviously I've seen this car drift. It looks great. The style is really nice as well. I think I love the yellow on this. I can't get over how you guys are so committed to genuine JDM wheels and fitment and stuff like that. It's like these are really expensive now, these wheels, all these wheels. Did you buy them when they were expensive
yeah.
or before they got expensive?
I bought 90% of my wheels when they were cheap.
When you were cheap, yeah.
Same with cars.
Yeah, the same with cars.
Because that's the thing.
JDM cars.
Yeah, JDM cars now
Because
it's like difficult.
Really, like every time we had some money like left on side, we never put it on the bank or anything like that. We just put it on cars, on wheels, because we somehow, like, he always knew what to buy to get
Before
more
it
money
became
later.
cool, right?
Yes.
Basically, they are now so unattainable, these kind of wheels, but they make these cars look so good, which is the style that you guys have sort of championed in Europe. Because I think we were having this discussion recently that for some reason Poland has the best looking sort of amateur drift cars.
It started a few years ago, so it's not just 1 year and bang,
No.
you have the best sun in Europe. It takes a lot
Takes
of
a
time.
lot of time, and I think a lot of other countries in Europe are doing like every car is just function and no form. It's just whatever is cheap and it looks okay. But you guys in next level, and with you guys, it's all about, and even designing your own kits to make them look good, which is bringing a new life to these sort of cars, like old BMWs.
Yeah, but it takes a lot of time, and
I can
I
imagine.
don't have life.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
We don't have life.
So it's just cars all day, every day,
Yeah.
trying to work on selling parts and things like that. But can you imagine though, if in Ireland, Blaine, every BMW that came to our Drift Games bashes looked like this, the videos and everything would be amazing. It's trying to convince people that this is the right way to, because my theory is, when you drive a car that looks ugly, only you enjoy it. But if it looks nice, you can come home from the event, there's more photos of your car, more
Yeah.
videos,
Yeah.
you get more fun after the event because people have taken so much photos or videos, because photography and videography are attracted to a good looking car. So it means your event maybe finishes that day, but your enjoyment of the event finishes later. So this is why you should build cars like this, people. It's so cool to see stuff like this in the flesh. So we've got another garage here, which I can see this is the problem. Every space is being filled. So we have 2 S15s. This is nice in the blue. Again, another car that's super expensive right now.
Yes. This is spec car.
Original spec car?
Original spec car with 6-speed manual. This is spec S, but something different under the hood.
Oh, so we've got a surprise. Like this is the interesting part for me, is all the stockpiled parts people have. So we got some beautiful work wheels. Look at these ESKFs, all. So are you buying these wheels like with the smaller rims and then re-rimming, or?
Yes, I
Yeah.
bought them like this.
So you buy them with the weak offset and then
made
rebar
something
them.
like this. And the same will be with these wheels.
So like you take Minerva or VSKF or whatever, small offsets, and then rebarrel them into
Yes,
something very pretty.
if chrome is good, then I keep the original chrome. But when the chrome is bad, I polish the rotors, centers.
Yes. Which is a
So
really painful job.
Yeah, these 4 sets are didn't look good.
But I like the fact that
set like this is almost perfect. Yes.
they're beautiful. So you're buying them sort of like a project, like
a piece of shit.
piece of shit, yeah. And then you're making them into something beautiful, which is like recycling of wheels.
Something like this.
It's like a recycling of wheels, and then they end up looking something like that. Okay, so we have an S. I'm excited now because it's a Spec S. Was this automatic or manual? It was.
Oh, it's manual.
It's manual.
It's manual and
Oh.
RB25.
So RB25, which is arguably probably better than the SR20. This should be. That's a proper build.
This was not what. This is now more expensive because it's original.
Original, yeah.
But this gives you more fun.
They are more valuable
Yeah.
in original condition, but yeah, an RB25 makes them a lot more fun.
Yeah, and it has now about maybe 400.
Perfect for an S15, in
Yeah.
my opinion. It's the perfect power. That's really nice. Cars just everywhere, buried into the sheds, and every one of them on chrome wheels and stanced and with nice power. Doing it right, people. This is the bit that interests me the most, is that I'm like, where is he getting all these wheels? But he has them all stockpiled. So people don't know, this is kind of like a 3-piece wheel put into a... Yeah, so it's like you take, this is the piece that you want.
Something like this. This will be polished.
Yep.
And then can use lips like this to make it look good.
Yeah, so you buy the lip sort of to make the wheel wider, essentially. So you're doing all this on a bit of a budget, like you're not going over the top with spending thousands on wheels. You're doing it like the clever way, trying to buy.
Yes.
So these aren't worth huge money when they're this size.
This was really cheap, and no one believed me.
I still find these come up on import cars that have like poor offsets. They're not super expensive to buy the wheels, and then you can rebuild them, which again makes them valuable. But these are just enormous. They look so cool. Amazing. You have them just everywhere. So you have your style, which is chrome, JDM wheels, Cerberus 2s, Minervas, VSKFs, that kind of thing. Very cool.
Right, so I left Dave alone for 2 minutes. What have you done?
I'm not official. I'm just saying we did buy an E36 and E46, and like, you know, I'm just thinking, like, for a bash car, like, you know, that yellow one is just. Let me know in the comments. I think we should try and do a super stance low E36. And Don is saying you can get the kit to me. It's no issue. That does look amazing, right?
It is pretty cool. See, this is what happens when you go visit these places with Dave. Just leave him for 2 minutes and then...
I shouldn't be left unsupervised. And I think in Strom DSO5s with 5x120 to 5x114 adapters and the Musk kit, a little bit of paint, a little bit of livery. What do you think? Anyway, it's getting dark. It's late in the day. We just said we'd come here and have a check it out. I hope you guys enjoy this. We are not finished with our Polish adventures though. We're heading down the road to our friends at Night Ride, who've got some surprises for us. That's coming up in the next episode. We really hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been a bit random. Me and Blaine have been on the road. Hope you guys have enjoyed looking at some very, very cool cars in the scenery in Poland. So I'm gonna get back on the road. It's been gonna be a long day, but it's gonna be worth it. We'll see you on the next episode.